How to dominate in an unfair world. It's easy to get beaten down in today's train wreck society. Dating is difficult. Earning money is difficult. You can't buy a house unless you earn 6 figures. Our government is hopelessly corrupt, and our money is getting worth less every single day. Everybody is not only entitled with huge egos, but paradoxically with the attention span of a goldfish and the life experience of a toddler. But nevertheless, you get out there and you try. You fight the good fight, but then you get knocked down. It's easy to give up, to throw in the towel. It's easy to blame the world. It's easy to use this handy belief as to why you should nope out and stay on the sidelines of life. The world is unfair. Let's destroy this belief. Shall we? This won't change the world, mind you, but it will give you a much more robust belief system, a much better attitude, so you can get out in the world and dominate however you decide to label that. Let's get going. The world is unfair. It's always been and it always will be unfair. What are you gonna do? The world is unfair. That means you might find an unfair advantage. The world is unfair. That belief doesn't live in the world. That belief lives in your brain where you have total authority over it. The world is unfair. Why are you being so unfair to yourself by entertaining such a silly belief? The world is unfair. How do you know? How do you measure fairness? How do you measure the world? The world is unfair. People who are currently thriving in the world don't seem to mind. The world is unfair. You're only saying that because you haven't yet discovered how to hack your way through the world and get as much money and love as you can. The world is unfair. The world isn't unfair. The world is 8 billion people all doing their best to get their needs met. The world is unfair. What's unfair is keeping yourself handicapped by such a limiting belief. The world is unfair. Have you ever won a contest of any kind simply by being better than the other people? The world is unfair. The bigger picture is not a label of being unfair, but that the world exists and your ability to get into the world and continue to learn more so you can do better in the world. The world is unfair. Every day you get out into the world and operate as best you can, you'll get more data about how the world operates, so every subsequent day you'll do better next time. The world is unfair. All is fair in love and war. And since business is war, that pretty much covers everything. So get out there and get some. The world is unfair. An unfair world is filled with exploits and hacks just waiting for you to discover them so that you can dominate. The world is unfair. When you do get out into the world and dominate, you'll be glad the world is unfair so you won't have to share the fruits of your victory with all the people living on the sidelines of life. The world is unfair. The world will always be the way the world is. The most important thing is to continue to improve your skills so you can more effectively extract what you want from the world and make the world your bitch. The world is unfair. Once you prove this limiting belief wrong, you'll find that on the other side of this is a life filled with continued success and unbridled financial and sexual abundance. The world is unfair. Yes, you're absolutely correct. You should just give up. Stop doing anything that resembles any kind of competition whatsoever. You should go on job interviews and convince the hiring manager to hire the other guy. You should go out and do cold approaches every day, get girls' phone numbers, and then give the phone numbers to people that are more deserving. The world is unfair. How can the more unfair the world is, the easier it is for you to thrive in the world and get your needs met more effectively and fantastically? How can the more fair the world is, the more boring and average your life will become? If you want to learn how to become more persuasive, please visit mindpersuasion.com. We've got plenty of books and courses that are designed to help you live your best life. And because we make videos almost every day, please subscribe to our video channel so you can stay in the loop, and let us know in the comments the kinds of videos you would like to see later. Thank you for watching.